Hello everyone, I'm the Flute Guy, and if it's your first time here, I play Indian classical flute for mental health in a series called Flute for Mental Health. And here I raise awareness for mental health, but also hopefully provide a musical treatment for those who have mental health illnesses. And every session I target a specific type of mental health illness. Last week we looked at insomnia, and I played a specific ancient Indian scale that was used historically to treat insomnia. This week I'm going to be looking at chronic headaches, and I'm going to be playing a ragam that's used specifically to treat chronic headaches. And this ragam is called Mohanam, which is also known as Bhupali, and it's a pentatonic scale that is found in many parts of East Asia. So it's actually very commonly found in Chinese music. And this is how it goes. It's a simple 5-note pentatonic scale. And historically, as I said, it's been used to treat headaches, chronic headaches, and migraines. So if you know anyone who might be who might have that, then please feel free to tag them, and maybe this session might help them. And as I go along, please feel free to comment where you guys are watching from. If you're watching from England, the US, India, please let me know. I'd love to see. And after I finish, I'll look back and try to reply to as many comments as I can. Without further ado, I'm going to be playing Rag Mohanam, and after I finish, I'll talk a little bit about mental health as well. So, presenting Rag Mohanam. Thank you so much for listening. This was Rag Mohanam. So I just want to explain why I do these sessions and what exactly I'm doing. So the process of performing Indian classical music to treat mental health and indeed other illnesses, physical illnesses, is known as Raga Chikitsa or Chikitse. I might be mispronouncing that, so apologies. And it's an ancient tradition whereby music is used as a therapy or treatment. And it's really interesting because it uses the ancient Indian scales known as ragas to treat very specific illnesses. And the interesting thing is, though it was a common practice hundreds of years ago, today I don't see many people doing it. But I feel like in the 21st century, especially with regard to mental illnesses, mental health, and mental well-being, I think now is definitely a time for Indian music to find its place with regard to maintaining a healthy mindset, maintaining a healthy mind. I know that growing up with Indian classical music really helped with my anxiety, for example, that I experienced when I was at university. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to perform Indian classical music so that it might help you in the way that it helped me growing up. So let me know if you're a student or if you're commuting to work, like when do you listen to these sessions? When does it help? Maybe before you go to bed or when you wake up. So let me know in what way these sessions help you. I just want to also touch upon how using music as a therapy for mental health or indeed physical illnesses has been used for centuries, not just in India, but by people in the West as well. Pythagoras is a famed mathematician, but the thing is, he's also worked in music, because at that time, music and science, and indeed arts and science, were not disparate subjects, but very much in confluence with each other, or in conjunction with each other. And Pythagoras investigated or experimented on the relationship between ratios and sonic vibrations. And with that, apparently, I don't know if this is completely true, but he developed the 7-note scale into the 8-note scale, known as the octave, in the West. Of course, octaves were obviously a thing in Indian classical music because ragas utilize, or at least the Malakata ragas, the 72 basic ragas, utilize the octave system. But the interesting thing is, Pythagoras used modal ancient Greek music to treat mental illnesses, to treat people with anxiety. And it's interesting because this music is specifically modal, which means it's essentially ragas. And there's modes, the modes in Western classical music correspond directly to ragas in Indian classical music. For example, the Dorian mode is Karaharapriya. The Phrygian mode, Dodi. The Lydian mode, our beloved Kalyani and Yaman. And so there is a very intrinsic, ancient thing that's going on here, where ancient modal music, ancient raga music, seems to have an effect on people who suffer from depression, or live with depression rather, and anxiety and things like that, and other physical ailments. And so what I'm trying to do here today is try to bring back those ancient traditions and present them to you in the 21st century on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot. So I hope these sessions are useful. I hope you've gained some kind of benefit. And if you enjoyed this session, if you're watching this on Facebook, please let me know if you liked it by commenting. Let me know what you thought. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe so that you can see these sessions every week. I post these sessions every Monday at around 12 or 1 p.m. UK time, which is around 5:30, 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And if you would like to access more of these sessions, there's a repository of these sessions available on Instagram TV, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn. I've started putting these sessions on LinkedIn as well, crazy. But thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Flute for Mental Health. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week for more. Thank you very much.